Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog, and more boxes. um, yeah, end of the week. We're getting pretty close. Got a little bit of stuff. I smashed out the office today, all my clothes. Trying to decide clothes for 3 months, including a fishing comp in Darwin, plus travelling back to work and carrying all this stuff, and then travelling to Queensland and carrying all the suitcases and trying to combine and put other cases inside cases. A bit of a mind bender today, a bit of Tetris action in my head, try and work it all out, but I think I've got it. I've got a ton of crap I have to carry around with me. With all the camera gear and stuff, as you can imagine, just there's my backpack which covers camera gear, but then I've got my lenses, hard drives, backups, blah, 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 blah. All that stuff, tripods, all the stuff I want to do for filming for the next 3 weeks. Plus then I've got to carry it back to work, and I'm going to be able to split that up into little bags under 10 kilos because our site, the people can't lift more than 10 kilos. They get sore backs, they're a little bit tired. 10 kilos apparently is max you have to lift on our site, which is just ridiculous, but there's nothing to do. So you end up carrying, generally I take 3 to 4 bags to work anyway, with a bit of food and stuff. This one's going to be 5 to 6 bags at least. And then I'm going to live out of all that and move to Queensland. And then from there, go to Darwin, come back, and then hopefully we get a house in that period. And then I can unbox it or unpack our stuff into the new house, move in and get sorted then. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a while before I have any other clothes. So I've got probably about a week and a half's worth of clothes, and that's it for the next 3 to 4 months, I guess. So crazy. A bit of a fun day. Well, not a fun day, just constantly going through crap and throwing more stuff out. But yeah, look, we're pretty close. That's 2 people's lives, I guess, going deep. And then all this is all loose junk we can't box, but yeah, we're getting there. Very close. Got a going away party tomorrow, so that's pretty cool. Looking for that. Now, some fantastic news, and I've got to give a massive shout out to the guys at Apple Borragoon and also the city. You all know the dramas I'm having with no laptop, how ridiculous that is, and it's just a nightmare to sort of do anything. Well, fantastic news is they rang me today or this afternoon and said my laptop is ready to pick up. How awesome is that? Couldn't be more happier. Took a really dark week and a bit of sunshine, knowing that I'm going to have a laptop. I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow, Saturday, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to go get some other stuff done. I'll pick that up quickly, get that home. I can back it all up, make sure I'm ready to go, make sure get all my stuff on there, so I'm basically good to go. So from Monday I can then get the normal show back, get my thumbnails back, get back to normal on the Another Day, Another Vlog series, which would be nice, a nice feeling. I feel a little bit underdone every day when I'm sort of just going straight off the phone, and like even going through emails on my iPad is a friggin' nightmare. I hate having to type on a screen, you get no feeling, no nothing. I prefer keys. When I first started typing, it was a typewriter where you had to smash the keys. So just hitting glass, you just get nothing out of it. So I can't stand doing it, and it's a nightmare. It's a totally different way of using it. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of that scenario. So can't wait to get the laptop back. So for them to smash it out, I only took it in Wednesday. So Wednesday to Friday done. So 3 days, brand new screen on it, new sensor. That's awesome for under $50. Can't go wrong. Very happy. Thanks to those guys. If for whatever reason they're watching that from Apple, thank you. That's why I'm still an Apple customer, because in Australia, their customer service is second to none. So super stoked about that. So awesome news there. I'm sure you all appreciate it, instead of just having my ugly mug as the thumbnail, and a little bit more information that I can put all the details down. I just can't type all that on an iPad, sorry. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. So good news on that. Now, the other thing from yesterday's show I did forget to give you was the price of that OWC Envoy Pro FX, little portable, waterproof, dustproof, rugged hard drive, or SSD hard drive. It's actually not too bad. For 4 GB, it is it's sorry for 2 TB, it's $479 US. So it's not the cheapest, but it's definitely high quality. As I said yesterday, 2800 megs a second speed. There's nothing close to it. That's as fast as you get. That's insane. The 128 gig, I think. Oh, sorry, the 1 TB's $299. So I don't think you want to go any smaller on that anyway if you're talking about. But that 1 TB one, I think, is definitely good. Now, the other thing I did notice while I was on there, previously my old MacBook 13, with the Retina display, I was one of the first ones with Retina and the SSD, you couldn't get a memory upgrade for it. Well, now they do it. So I thought I'd just let you know if you have an old 13 and like you're struggling, and like the SSD was great, but it's pretty, I think it's like 1300. It's pretty darn slow. Now you can go up to, I think it's 3000 megasecond or megabytes a second, just insane. So you can go and get on there, and it's actually fairly cheap. I think it's $550. Will give you basically all the tools and everything you need to do the full upgrade yourself at home. So if you're sort of generally handy, you've got an older MacBook, definitely go check out AWC, because you might not have to buy a new computer. You might be able to get that new SSD in there, new hard drives. Things are snapping around, a little bit of pop in them. Fast memory makes a big difference on the computer. If everything else works fine and the computer works a treat, something like that would make a massive difference. So, and for $550 US, so probably about the $700 mark, you're gonna basically give it a second life. There's also a battery. You can get a whole brand new battery in it. So I looked at getting that, and probably down the road when it gets a little bit slower for Carla, I can basically just do an upgrade and just get $600-700 US, basically $1,000, and come in and just rebuild it all, and it'll be back to super fresh. The only problem being is down the road, your software is not gonna sort of match up. They do cut it off at a certain point, but I think that Retina's still taking the latest one, so it's still fine. I've got a few years left of it, so see how it goes. But I thought it'd be interesting to let you know that they do have that stuff there if you're after some quicker speeds. And you do have an older Mac, you don't have to go and buy a brand new one. So that's always good to know. Now, tech-wise, the big event today was obviously Samsung 21 released of 3 models. We've pretty much, if you've been anywhere on the web, you've noticed that basically they've had the mock-ups for the last 3 to 5 days now. They've had basically every detail out anyway of what it's going to be, what it's going to look like. There's pictures. Samsung's terrible at leaks. I don't think they really care too much, actually. I think they're happy just to get it out. If there's some interest in it, they know sort of get a pre-gauge of how it's going to sell. So I don't think they're too stressed about that. Now, there's the 3 models. There's the S21, they're all 5G, obviously. S21 5G, that's a 6.2 inch. You got the Plus model, which is 6.7, and then the Ultra 6.8. Camera-wise, on the 2 base models, it's both 64 megapixels, and you got 108 megapixels on the Ultra, so a little bit different. Color-wise, they do vary a bit on this one. So on the base model, you got grey, white, violet. That's that purpley, pinky one that you've seen on there, which looks really, really nice. You've probably seen a heap of photos on the net if you Google it. On the Plus, you get the black, silver, and violet. So no white and no grey, so black and silver is the big change there. And then on the 6.8, the Ultra, you get black and silver, that's it. Only 2 options. Battery-wise, the 2 bottom ones are 4800s. The Ultras are 5000 milliamp battery, couple of hundred there, so a little bit better. And storage-wise, both the bottom ones start at 128 gig and go to 256. Whereas your Ultra starts at 512, goes from 128 up to 512 with a 256 option as well. So plenty of memory in there. Ultra, obviously bigger camera by double, so there's bigger files there. So you're going to definitely need that extra memory. So you'd be crazy if you didn't go to the 512 gig, I think, on that. If you're going to pay that extra money to get that beast. And the only other difference with that is they do have promotions now. If you do pre-order, you get 3 buds. The base 2 models get the live versions, and then the Ultra gets the Pro version. So they're probably a couple of $100 worth of headphones. Not too bad. That's not too bad at all. And at the moment, they've got a sale on. They're really having a sale, so they really want to push this out. I think they know how much people are struggling, so it's probably a good idea. 50% off their Care, the Samsung Care package, which is good. Apple Care just saved my laptop. If you're spending $2,500, which is what these phones are, I think for the Ultra, you're looking at about $2,300 plus the Care, whatever that is. So probably around the $2,500 mark Australian. That's a lot of money if something goes pear-shaped. If you can get 50% off the Care, that's pretty darn good to get that insurance. So that's something definitely I would. At the high tier, if it's only $1,000, it's probably questionable. But with 50% off the price of it, if it's only $150 to replace a $1,000 phone, that's a bargain. And generally, I know Apple Care now is 2 years you get for it, so that's definitely worthwhile. But yeah, so they're out. Everyone knows about them, but they look really good. Didn't see much on what chip was in it, and there's not much about the Exynos in there, which I thought would have been possibly where they would have put the first one. Now, other than that, there was a few other little things I checked out. Now, there's a new screen, the world's widest screen, 40-inch curved screen from Dell. It's not the highest of qualities. I couldn't get a price as such, but it's a 40-inch. It's got a 2400 curve, so that means when you see that radius or 2400R, that's basically the radius. So if 24 feet will be the radius, so that's your arc, your curve. So if you draw a circle with a 24-foot radius, that's that curve, that's the arch of your curve. So it's a 2400. Some of your LGs and the other Samsung top tier ones are like a 10 or a 1400R, so they're a lot tighter. So those ones are like really like Darth Vader-y, Star Trek-y sort of ones from Samsung and LG. So it's not the tightest. USB only 3.0. It does have a Thunderbolt 3 cable, HDMI. Look, realistically its only selling point is the fact there's a big 40-inch screen. So I think from that, I didn't really worry about the price, because even the unboxing guys that were doing it on Short Circuit said, look, it's lacking in a lot of areas that these other guys, that last year models, the LGs and the Samsungs had, are now cheaper. So you can probably buy them and get a better quality. They are smaller, they're only 34-inch ones. This is a 40. The good thing I get to gather out of this is the fact that, yeah, Dell's got it out early, but we're gonna see 40 inches from LG and Samsung this year. If we don't hear something in the CES, I'm sure we're going to hear something throughout the next 12 months. So if you are waiting for one and you're looking for you have to have something wider, you need something a little bit wider to do that project or whatever you're doing, just to fit those timelines on, well then 40-inch Dell, go check it out. It's definitely worthwhile. It's going to give you another 6 inches. That's a lot of real estate to fill up if you are doing a lot of productivity stuff. And I know exactly what you mean, because having that extra real estate makes a big difference when you're doing, say, I know on Premiere Pro, when I went from a 13-inch to the 16-inch, that extra bit of timeline length is massive, makes a massive deal. So look, I understand completely. Go check it out if it's something you need and you'll be looking for something that big. This could be one to be a stopgap in between buying and the next big one. You might be able to buy it, off-sell it, and then upgrade to the Samsung or LG when they come out. Now, Aperture's brought out some more lights, the 100D, 200D, 100X and 200X. Look, usual Aperture quality, fantastic lights. They are battery powered as well as cable powered, so fantastic. The base one, the 100D, that's daylight rated. Put a reflector on there, you get 39,000 lux. So, as I said, always super high quality, nice and bright. Full display on the back with windable 0 to 100%, all the sort of standard stuff you get from Aperture in a high quality package. Sidious compliant, so that's cool. 48 volt for that DC power, so you can add on your battery packs as well as mains. Starts $199 US up to $350 US for the 200X. So look, that's a pretty good price. Looking at probably $300 to $400 for a high quality light that throws out a ton of light. Super controlled, and yeah, it's not going to let you down. So that's what you want out of good lights. So you can definitely go check those out. There's 4 there 4 different varieties, four different flavors, and something probably for everyone, and good in that bargain basement sort of price range. So that's good for us small timers. And then last but not, a couple of last ones released. Big news from Nikon. They've discontinued the D3500 and the 5500 SLRs or DSLRs. 2 good quality cameras, both entry-level DSLRs, gone out of the system. So what that leaves them for, are they just switching full to mirrorless? Are they going the full mirrorless route and they're going to slowly wean off the DSLRs from here on in? We don't know, but look, they're both $400 to $500 units, which is probably about $700-800 in Australia. Cheap, good quality, really good for photos. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens if something's coming to replace one for the 2, or we're just going to see none more than that, and you need to move into the Z50, Z5, Z6, Z7 territory. So very interesting to see what happens there on the Nikon side. I think it's good that they are trimming down, that you don't need 60 different cameras. You probably need a quality range of say 4, maybe 5, and then maybe a couple just to keep the DSLRs going for a while until everyone moves into the mirrorless range. But yeah, probably more financially restricted than what they've basically normally are. So I think that's probably why the decision was made. And then last but not least, fun one to finish off, to start you in the weekend, ice cream. Who doesn't love ice cream? Well, now you can buy an ice cream pod machine. Your little canister, ice cream pod in, psh, whack it in there like your coffee machine, and then you get a Mr. Whippy into the bowl. Mignon. How good is that? I didn't see the cost of it. I just sent a quick gander on Lou later. Looked pretty cool. They were having a bit of a laugh about it, talking about all the different machines that you can, everything's now becoming pods and stuff like that. But I thought that was pretty cool. If you are interested, go check it out. It is out there, it is available to buy. It's probably easier, I think someone put a comment, easier just to buy a tub and for $5 and then just scoop it out. But you know, if you're having a party and the kids want it, you can put get your soft serve out there, and soft serve's a family favourite, so what do you know? Anyway, that's it from me from the weekend. I'll see you back Monday. Now, fingers crossed, all should be back to sort of normal. Still packing and doing a lot of stuff, so it's still going to be late in the day before I get the show out. And I'll do my best to try and get as much to you. But here on in, we're moving into travel mode. It's going to be travel and day, so it's going to be more so a travel vlog. I guess probably a little bit less tech. I'll try and get a few little bits and pieces off the net to keep you abated, but want to show you a little bit more of the WA and around the countryside and down the south of WA. And if I can do that and just show you where we stop and just do a quick video and get that as the daily vlog, and then maybe add some other stuff in, that's the sort of plan I've got in my head at the moment. So we'll see how we go. Anything can change, but super good to get the computer back, the 16-inch. So happy. Thank you, Apple. It's a good day tomorrow. It's going to be a good day of picking that up. Sweet as. Radio, well, if you're coming this way, that way, I'll catch you on Monday. Peace.